Hello and welcome back to Don't Starve, Shipwrecked. Last time we built ourselves a sail and we have sailed our way over to Yon Island, which was filled with water beefalo, dispensing many delicious poops into the water. And we found this wooden potato thing. Seems like it was made with a purpose in mind. I believe it was. So, that'll be one of the parts of Maxwell's door, which eventually I'm sure we'll get to, maybe questionable. I can't promise anything there. But for now, we need to return to our home island and bring all of our loot back there. Although we could go exploring this side of the island too, which is probably a decent move. So long as our fire doesn't go out. If our fire does go out, we're going to die a sad and terrible death, and that'll be quite unfortunate. I wouldn't enjoy that, but, you know, sometimes you're just sitting out in the wilderness, thinking to yourself, oh, today's a decent day. Not the worst. I mean, I've had better, but I've also had worse. And, of course, your fire slowly dwindles. You hear the wolves descending upon you from all directions, and you think to yourself, maybe I should have put an extra log on the fire. And in the end, no. You didn't put an extra log on the fire, and now you're dead. And how do you feel after that? You don't feel much at all, do you? Because you're dead. Can't really feel anything when you're dead. How sad. Oh, okay, I see. It's a very small island. Ooh, those monkeys are absolutely booking it for that poop. But they're never going to get that poop. It's out in the water. Stupid monkeys trying to eat poop. Buzz off, monkey! We have to run. We have to run. The monkeys are after us. Disgusting little monkeys. Where is the boat? Boat! There are monkeys here! Come on, boat. Here we go. Okay, we're gone. We're gone. Let's pick up as many poops as we can on the way back. Because the more poops we have, the more potential farms we can make. I believe a basic farm is 4 poops, so we're gonna need at least 1 more poop. Oh, look, there's a whole clan of the majestic water beefalo. I didn't see those previously. Oh my lord. That's more than enough water beefalo to keep us supplied with poops for the long run. Oh my word. Hello, water beefalo. You are my salvation. I shall take your poops and turn them into delicious vegetables that I shall feast upon with my mouth. Or not. I mean, I could feast upon it by just immediately sticking it into my stomach unit, which I'm pretty sure WX78 is capable of. But at the same time, that doesn't seem like the best move in the world. I mean, that's kind of terrible. And let's try not to attack the water beefalo, because I don't think they'll appreciate that. And just based on size alone, I'm pretty sure a water beefalo would beat us pretty solidly. Probably just knock us off our boat and we die sad little death. Oh, there's a shoal of fish. We need a net. If we get a net, we could catch them and eat them. Which is all I ever think about when I see anything in this game. Can I eat it? Or can it eat me? Those are really the only questions that matter. Okay. Okay, we've got enough resources here to be able to dig up a few of these things. And I'm thinking we've got enough poops for 2 improved farms. So if we just dig up a few of these guys, get some rock, we could potentially build those 2 farms as soon as we get back, so long as we don't light on fire. Which is generally a bad thing. You really don't want to light on fire. If you ever think to yourself, today's a good day to light myself on fire, you really need to consider how your life got to that point where you considered that it was a good day to light on fire. Because that's pretty bad, mate. I mean, I've never once stopped and thought to myself, today's a good day to light myself on fire. And I don't know what would possibly bring you to decide that that is the case for yourself. But, I mean, I guess so long as it's an informed decision and you really thought through, I mean, go for it. I'm not going to judge you. I'm not going to judge you too much. I will judge you a bit, though. It'll just be like one of those, I'm just going to look over at you, kind of give you a weird little, like, side glance and just be like, really shouldn't have done that, mate. I mean, you're going to regret that in about 0.1 seconds when you realize that it hurts a lot to light yourself on fire. Hurts a lot, and unless you're some sort of Buddhist monk, I highly doubt that you'll be able to resist the pain of that fire. Quite unfortunate for you, indeed. Now we need to return home and build ourselves an improvised farm. And by improvised, I mean improved, which is not in any way improvised. It's kind of like completely different words there. Woo! Do we have any food back home? I think there's a better question. Do we have any food that's not rotten back home? That's probably the better question for this particular situation. Because, I mean, we definitely have food back home. We put a ton in the chest, but is it going to be just a pile of rot? Who knows? Well, hopefully our berry bushes have grown a bit. And that'll be nice, won't it? Just say yes. Just say it. I don't really care if it is or not. Oh, we're kind of going the wrong way. Okay. So, what else do we need to do once we get back? We need to continue to get more food, which is just a universal thing. We've done quite well with getting enough manure for a couple farms, which is brilliant. We'll have to consider putting up that sandbag thing. Ooh, wet snakeskin. Why in the world is there snakeskin here? Interesting. Well, we don't want to put our rowboat here. We want to put it over here. Perfect. Nice. And now we shall return back to our base. Hello, base. How are you? Chest, I have some things I need to put in here. Apparently I can only put one thing in here. Although I think we have... No, we don't have any other gems. That's quite unfortunate. We'll have to make ourselves a fistful of jam, feast upon said fistful of jam, and hope for the best. Oh, we got a bunch of seeds, though. Okay, alchemy engine. Well, not alchemy engine first. We kind of need some actual wood so that we don't die in the night. That'd be nice. Just a bit. So, goodbye, yon tree. I planted you so long ago, and now you have died to my hand. That's right. I'm a terrible, fickle creature, I am. There we go. Nice. Okay. We need to figure out what we need for that improved farm that we don't already have. And it's grass. Great. Just great. That's exactly what I wanted. That's exactly what I wanted to see. Grass. That thing that I have, like, none of. Because this island is devoid of grass. Someone decided that this island just could not be allowed to have any grass because that would make it just way too easy to survive. And so now we are stuck trying to desperately plant grass tufts in an attempt to live yet another day. Quite unfortunate. Luckily, these saplings are also going to go down. And we won't have to fertilize these guys, which makes me happy. These guys, on the other hand, do need fertilization. Do we have any rot? Not really. This is going to turn into rot eventually, but that's only one rot. That's kind of not as much rot as we need. Well, I believe we have some grass on the island, so we can try to get at least one farm going. See where we can go from there. Probably also need another chest, given that we are filling up with inventory like nobody's business. I mean, how do we get all of this stuff to begin with? I don't even know. Where did we get it? We got like some bone shards, some gems. It's all pretty solid stuff too. I mean, if I could have bone shards and some gems in real life, I think I'd be fairly happy. Maybe not the happiest person in the world, because, I mean, it's just a bunch of bone shards and gems. I mean, if you think that bone shards and gems are going to make you the happiest person in the world, I think you need to shoot a bit higher, mate. I mean, that's not much. It's just a shard of bone. I mean, you could literally get that by cutting your arm off and then just, like, peeling away the flesh. Which on one hand is not necessarily the best idea because you won't have an arm anymore. But you will get some nice, like, bones. And, you know, those bones are worth it, I swear. It's worth tearing your arm off to get a few bones. Looks to me like all of the grass has been picked clean. Probably by myself because, you know, I do that. It's kind of what I do. Quite unfortunate. So, if all the grass is picked clean, we just need to wait. Probably our best move will be to try to work on that sandbag bridge maneuver, which sounds amazing to me. So let's get ourselves some bamboo to make some cloth, because that is the key to the situation. Sand, easy to find. You can dig up sand anywhere. Mate, so easy. Cloth, not nearly as easy. Pretty easy, though. I mean, there's not much of a risk. It's not like we're going for that particular bush right there, which is definitely filled with snakes. You can tell it's filled with snakes because it jiggles every now and again. If I went over and hacked at it, a snake would come out. I don't want to do that. I don't know if the snake is poisonous. I don't know if the snake isn't poisonous. Either way, it's not a good situation. I don't want to, deal with snakes like that. It's wretched. I hate snakes to begin with. Actually bringing them out of my own volition. Terrible. Okay, we got some cloth. Woo! Now what do we need for sandbags? I believe we need 2 cloth and a bit of sand. 3 sand. That's not much sand. We can do that. Now we kind of need that chest first, don't we? Curse you, inventory space! Curse you! There better not be snakes coming out of these trees. I said no snakes coming out of the trees, not bring a snake out of every single tree. Oh my lord! You're a dead snake. It has to be the poison snakes, doesn't it? It can't be the nice little red snakes that, don't try to kill you dead. Well, I mean, they technically do, but they don't try to kill you dead with poison, which is really makes them A-okay in my opinion, because those other snakes are the worst. I mean, anything that tries to kill you with poison, like lionfish, centipedes. Centipedes are terrible creatures, mate. I do not like centipedes. Look, I don't have any problem with the quantity of legs. That's fine. I don't care about that. It's really the fact that they try to poison you. Centipedes are wretched. I mean, anything that tries to poison you is just a dastardly little creature, and it needs to be eliminated immediately. As quickly as possible. Preferably without touching it so it doesn't have a chance to bite you and poison you. So, yeah, I don't like centipedes. That's where it ends. And I'm not going to hear anything about it. If you're on about, like, oh, but centipedes are the most peaceful creatures in the world, I'm going to be like, shut your mouth, mate. Poison. Poison is not the most peaceful creature in the world. Anything that tries to poison you is bad in my book. Unless, of course, you're a terrible person. I should probably switch that to anything that tries to poison me is a terrible creature, because, I don't know if you're a good person or you're a terrible person. Most likely you're a decent person. But you could also be like Hitler Mark II. And if you are Hitler Mark II, I mean, I can't say that you're a great person. I might want to on occasion, just because you like, I don't know, get your art degree and you like make a nice painting similar to Hitler. But on the other hand, you are a genocidal maniac, so I can't fully condone all of your actions. Just like I can't condone the actions of this snake, which may or may not be the second Hitler. Look, I can't prove that this snake is not a second Hitler. It is trying to commit some sort of robot genocide, so... Oh, not really the best. Don't really like it. Do we have enough wood? We do. Let's build that next chest. Store all of this useless junk, which is actually really useful stuff. I mean... None of the junk that we have in our inventory right now is useless, actually. There's not actually very many useless things you can have in the game. It's pretty much just wet goop. Wet goop is the only useless thing. And it only shows up if you really blow it. Like just putting just sticks in the crock pot. I mean, seriously. Why would you think that putting just sticks in the crock pot is a good move? Come on, mate. We need to cook up some of these berries. It's really all we have right now. Berries and a few eggs. Quite unfortunate indeed. Okay. What were we doing? We were getting bamboo to make cloth. To get sandbags. That is right. So actually we need some sand right now because we have enough cloth for at least one set of sandbags, which I'm assuming is going to be a set of sandbags and not a single sandbag. If it is a single sandbag, I might reconsider the entire plan. because that's kind of terrible. Oh. We don't have any sticks. We don't have any sticks. Oh, no, don't hack that. Oh, are you kidding? Don't hack that. We don't have any sticks, so we can't make a shovel, so we can't dig any sand. That's the worst. That is the worst. Well, we're going to have to wait until tomorrow to actually get around to, you know, actually building a sandbag. I believe there may be sticks down south and up north, but I don't want to die in the night. And I don't think you want to die in the night either, so don't tell me I should go out and get them. Because then I'll be like, well, would you do it? And you'll be like, yeah, because I'm a boss. And I'll be like, oh, yeah, no. That's totally legit, mate. You are definitely a boss. Unfortunately, I am not nearly as much of a boss as you are. So I'm going to huddle around the campfire. Hope beyond hope that I won't die today. And then, you know, oh, I just ate an egg. Oh, I didn't want to eat that egg raw. WX78, you just ate the entire egg. I mean, admittedly, it's a good source of calcium. But on the other hand, we could have used that egg for something better. I mean, even if we cooked it, it would have been better than that. Come on, WX78. Get with the program here, mate. Come on. Oh, it's just a fistful of jam? Oh, it's such a waste of eggs. That's disgusting. That's disgusting! Okay. Well, I mean, there's not much to do tonight. Just have to sit around and wait. You know, just wait a second. Whew, so nice weather we've been having recently, eh? I mean, it hasn't rained, it hasn't like winded recently, and I mean that's a good thing. I'm happy about that. Definitely not sad about that. I mean, I can't imagine anyone who would be sad about the fact that it hasn't rained so much that you died, which in the case of WX78, that can actually happen. And that it isn't like so windy that everything is destroyed around you, which may also be a thing that can happen. Can't prove that one. Not actually certain. But I'm pretty sure that wind is fairly dangerous. We haven't actually had to use our chimney yet. Quite unfortunate on one hand. Ooh, look, sticks. Perfect. On, we can get this snake skin. Perfect. I want all of the snake skin. Thank you very much. We'll eventually be able to build a snakeskin jacket out of it. And we will be so happy in our little rain slicker, it'll be beyond our understanding. Well, it might not be beyond your understanding. I don't know how far of an understanding you have. Wait, we have a shovel. Oh, I'm the worst. We had a shovel in our inventory the entire time. Snake! Why didn't you tell me? Oh, you're dead, Snake. Don't you ever come over here and think that you can just, like, be a snake. You can't do that, mate. That's terrible. Okay. Let's get ourselves a bit of sand here. Ooh, look at all the sand. Doop, doop. Oh, look, there's some limpets over there. I didn't even remember that we even had a limpet rock here. I didn't think we had any. Oh, my lord. Dude, limpets are a staple diet of, like, no one, ever. Limpets have never been a staple diet of anyone, but I'm sure they're delicious in some way. And I'm sure someone looks at limpets and just thinks, ah, today's the day. I'm gonna eat myself some limpets today. Whoa! And they just get all excited about it, and they're just, like, digging into a bunch of limpets. I mean, I can imagine that. I don't like it, but I can imagine it. There we go. We got some sandbags up. We're starting the sandbag wall hallway of death and destruction. Because with us, everything is of death and destruction. It'll be perfect. Let's see. There's some bamboo. Just need to harvest all the bamboo we can and hopefully find some grass eventually to make a farm. So that, you know, we don't die of hunger and stuff. You know, it's a thing. Although we do have about 500 million berry bushes on here. And there aren't that many risks in terms of things trying to kill us. I mean, it's really just a bunch of snakes. And a bunch of snakes is not the worst thing in the world. I mean, usually it's bees. Bees are the worst. I mean, I don't know if you've ever had to fight bees before, but bees are vicious creatures. You do not want to tussle with bees. I don't want to tussle with bees. Nobody wants to tussle with bees because they're terrible creatures. Okay, let's get our poops. And let's build an improved farm. Perfect. Oh man, we're making like a legitimate living over here. This is brilliant. Just brilliant. Look at that. Oh man. Dude, we're gonna live it up in no time. Soon we'll actually have to be looking for adventure instead of adventure coming to us. What kind of a civilization will we be at that point? Probably a fairly sad civilization, since we don't have that much adventure. Why'd the music suddenly die? The music suddenly going away usually means that something terrible is going to happen to us. I don't like that. Be on the lookout, people. There could be some sort of terrible creature coming to kill us. Maybe it's a Leviathan. If we were attacked by a Leviathan, I would be quite sad. I would attempt to cut off the tentacles, of course, and mount them on my wall, but the chances of succeeding at that would be quite slim indeed. Quite unfortunate, my friends. We would die a sad and probably quite swift death. Because I don't think a Leviathan is at all interested in the idea of mercy or killing people slowly. I think it just wants to eat you and then throw your disgusting little bones, which of course would be left over after it's digested you, off into the sunset so that you can drift lazily down to the seabed and be feasted upon by carrion eaters who happen to like the idea of bone. I know, it's sad, isn't it? But, you know, that's how it happens sometimes. It's the circle of life, mate. Sometimes you eat, sometimes you get eaten. That's how it works. Okay. Looks like our sandbag wall is actually going a lot nicer than I thought it would. I mean, we're actually getting some decent headway here. We're gonna have 2 more batches of sandbags. And then, you know what? I mean, we still won't have succeeded. But we'll be working, actually, quite actively towards it. Look at this! We've almost got a straight line over to the other side. Oh my word. I guess a sandbag wall doesn't take nearly as many resources as I thought it did. How nice. Isn't that nice? Just say it's nice. If you don't think it's nice, just say it's nice. Look, just be a pal here and just say it. It's fine. Now, I do have a question. Just a strange little question here. Why is the only beehive on the island sitting on the beach? That does not seem like a good position for a beehive. Oh, look. Our mussels. Let's go get those mussels. Hello, mussels. I'm here to retrieve you. Luckily, it doesn't appear that... Oh, we got 6. Huh. I guess that over time they get more and more mussels, so if we leave them longer, we get more mussels from a single stick? Huh. That's solid. I like that. That makes me happy. Quite happy indeed. Let's start our fire and dig up this stump so we can get just a bit extra wood here, just in case. And for the most part, that brings us to the end of the episode. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, like and subscribe. Next time, we shall continue to build our sandbag wall because I am hell-bent on building that sandbag wall. Well, technically sandbag corridor. It's not just a single wall. It's 2 walls relatively close to each other to make a corridor to walk through, no matter what happens. So, until then, thanks for watching and enjoy the rest of your day. Delicious meatballs. And that snake's gonna die. Get out of here, snake! Die, snake! Get out of my camp! Perfect. Enjoy the rest of your day, people. Get out of here.